Well, this is a fine sight. Utterly barbaric, of course, destroying a tree and turning it into a boat. Grotesque, but... well, a floating nest, surrounded on all sides by salt water, pure poison to a tree's root. The great acorn could never reach us out here. Well, yes, of course we'll continue our research, Quercus. We're not monsters. Still, I must admit you were right about the shield. It proved to be more than adequate. Oh, yes, it seems our shield is still here, Quercus. How does something so large and ungainly sneak up on a person? You give the giants too much credit, Quercus. I think the salty air has addled your mind. It has certainly been useful, but elegant, kind. No, we have no time for your fawning. We may be safe, but the world is not. Come, we must return to our research.
Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive. The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it and figure out what's blocking us. It's hewn from elven livewood. I thought I could communicate with it, but...
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment. Nothing. The ship is livewood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. I just don't know what. Just remember what I said, Godwoken. If you die, then this was all for nothing.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent angle.
Thank you. We were held captive together on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Now he's dead. Sendelius, pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation. Sendelius, pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation. Pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation.
Welcome aboard. Pardon the condition of the place. Wild party last night. Shame Gareth couldn't make it, though. At least he died doing what he loved. Saving a Godwoken. That's you, in case you forgot. Moving on. As soon as we convince this heap of wood to move, the ship's mute. We need to free her tongue. Don't bother. Live wood will only move when it wants to. Or in this... That's right. The ship's made of an elven ancestor tree, the spirit of which is still trapped in every plank. What we need is a way to control the bloody thing. The Seekers, what's left of them at least, have been quite busy with the effort. One incinerated himself on the figurehead, and the others have been stymied by a set of doors downstairs. You're very lucky I'm helping them get you to where you're going, Godwoken. Now, if you could help them sort out the small matter of getting out of here, we can be on our way. That's the spirit.
Ah, there you are. High time to stop gallivanting and resume our journey together, wouldn't you say? Off we go, then.
There you are. I was just thinking of you. One too few, Alexander. He's alive. Apparently, you didn't hit hard enough. He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive. Far from Dallas, at least. She had his ear bent so sharp it could have broken off. Oh, the usual drill, pins and hooks and matches and all that. Most of the Godwoken are dead. We've got to find out who's been hunting them, haven't we? My money's on the Godspawn. Dying to hear them. Meister Siva is one of a rare breed. She'd do anything in the name of a cause, and her cause happens to be you. She's desperate to meet a living Godwoken. She'll be exceedingly pleased we're en route. We'd better not leave her waiting. She's a bit particular. She's the founder of these Seekers, and she's powerful. That means something when I say it. Your kind can reach astounding heights. Meister Siva can help you do just that. A place called Driftwood hosts a putrid fish, putrid dwarves, and Meister Siva herself. You'll probably find it quite comfortable. There you are, dying to hear them.
Malady smiles at you. Bright.
Well, you've eschewed your pretty little mask, haven't you? And besides, I know everything.
Her face crumples into a mask of concern. Her eyes are large and soulless.
Why, because I care, of course. bit early in our relationship to question my motives, don't you think?
Junk.
Pray that they may find rest.
Junk.
Tercendelis, pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show
This
us
again?
the path to salvation.
This again?
Tercendelis, hear my prayer. Show us.
The silent monk leans forward slightly and stares at you straight in the eyes. She seems eager for you to say something. The silent monk leans forward slightly.
I was just getting used to this seafaring life. You know, we could... From the look in your eye, I gather it's time to grab my things and get back to work. Ready? We'd probably get tired of this view soon enough anyway.
The silent monk leans from one foot to the other. He seems eager to move.
Rubbish.
We have to find a way to get this ship moving. We can't let the Magisters catch up with us. We're too weak to fight them again.
This boat's a treasure. Alice wouldn't know what to do with her. Let's team up, you and me. What do you say? Suit yourself then.
He drags a comb through his beard. His face bears the scars of a hearty life.
Good to feel the rolling of the waves. That might actually get a good night's sleep. This again.
Rubbish.
Melody says if we can get the ship to move, we...
All that fighting will be worth less than nothing if we can't.
malady says it...
She's a fickle mistress. She's mine, damn it.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice it's unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood, tortured and tormented. A six-sided indentation is carved on its forehead, as if a gem or amulet had made a mark there. The face vanishes. The door remains closed. It seems you need more than a password to open it. The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the face and its six-sided notch, the thud of your fist upon the wood, resonates deeper than you'd expected it to. It turns into what sounds like a moan, then echoes. The door is still unmarked, though the memory of the face and its six-sided notch remains with you. The anguished face appears, then vanishes.
Speak to me if you're looking for hired help. I've got good fighters of every stripe. They know how to keep their mouths shut too, as long as there's gold in it for them. So, what'll it be? I've plenty of... So, what'll it be? And who couldn't? I have several who can fight their way out of a corner. Give me specifics. A lot of choice.
Hey, don't I know you from somewhere? So, we've got quite the task on our hands, haven't we? I have to admit, the whole thing is very intriguing.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me. Magister Randy, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. Enough!
The old band back together again, I guess that depends, doesn't it? Look at me. Hard. What do you see?
Alosa leans back slightly, thin arms crossed in front of her chest, and stares at you defiantly from dark eye sockets, darker and deeper set than when you first met. She blows back a lock of white hair, matted with sweat and grime, and holds back a smile from the corners of her lips.
Lady Vengeance. Can't you say anything else?
Seriously? Look at me. I look like lukewarm death. This isn't a joke anymore. You see that, don't you? I want to make sure you understand, well, the risks. I can hear its thoughts. It isn't out for blood. It's out for pain. Domination. Total domination. I was wrong to think I could hold it off. I might hurt you. I might hurt anyone. Could you stop me? Really stop me, if it came to that?
You keep saying that. It won't save you. I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me. Magister Randy, Corker's mate for the Divine Eminence.
Do I ever? Still sore from that one. At the time, I wanted you to defend me. I didn't realize how bad things had gotten. I know better now. Something like that happens again, you do what needs to be done. Deal? Well, all right then.
She pinches your cheek, a sparkle in her dim grey eyes.
I knew I could count on you to murder me in a pinch. Let's go, Chief.
The Seeker flexes her arms stiffly. Her joints audibly pop. She sees you draw near.
I owe you, Godwoken. Without your help, I'd likely still be a prisoner around here, not guarding Alexander the bloody Divine himself.
She nods her thanks and immediately winces, laying her hand on the back of her neck.
I wish. No, the Magisters kept me chained to the bulkhead. Arms held above me head, feet barely able to touch the deck. Now my joints are paying the price. No, they had us down below, chained up in the dark. But the Reds were up to something in here. Maybe it was just the lack of food and rest playing tricks, but I swear I heard chanting and horrible moaning coming from here. But when we broke free, it was empty. We're a big bloody target on our backs. We took their leader and their flagship. The Hammer won't stand for that. She'll be hunting for us.
The Seeker throws a toxic look at the imprisoned Magister.
Hardly. She's just some deckhand. If it were up to me, I'd tie her to the main mast and use her for arrow practice. But Malady wants her alive for now. Good luck getting anything out of either of them. Our special guest is out cold, and the other one ain't in much of a talking mood.
My. Look what the ship's You were on that luckless lot of timber that met with one tentacle too many, weren't you? Yes, I remember licking your arm. Oh, but you've come a long way. Just rather boring sometimes to travel by oneself. We could see where the road takes us together, if you like. By all means, think. I'm not going anywhere.
The door seems like any door, at least at first. Then you notice it's unblemished wood. There is no knot, no scratch, no dent to detract from its apparent perfection. The wood groans and creaks. A face appears in the wood. Tortured and tormented, the face vanishes. The door stays resolutely closed.
What's this? I found something.